say what goes around comes back around. They say that karma is real. What goes around. They say that karma. They say if you do it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. What goes around comes around. Gonna watch me ride from afar. You're gonna watch me ride. You thought you heard me, but you really am. Now you gonna watch me ride, but you won't be right. When I first did this song, I think I was at a place of, I was angry. I don't know if I was angry when I recorded it, but I was definitely angry when I released it. I was angry. What goes around comes around. What comes around goes around. They say karma is real. They say karma real. I'm like, thought you did me bad. Thought I was so sad. I gotta get to the bag. I'm chasing it back. Gotta get to it fast. You tried to hurt me. You the one way. I'm in a much different place now. Like I'm not angry like I was when I put this song out. Thought it was gonna be you and I. It was like Bonnie and Clyde, always on the ride, but you found the ball, now you on the sideline. I was angry when I put this song out, because I felt like the people who I had helped wasn't there for me when I was counting on them. I was angry because I felt like I had been sabotaged. I was angry. They said karma is real, and I just wanted to scream like, "That's okay. I'm not gonna stay down. I'm not gonna stay down. You might see me down right now, and I might be the laughing stock, and everybody might be talking about me and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not gonna stay down. Like I was in an angry space when I released that song. I wasn't angry when I recorded it, but I was sure enough angry when I released it. You know." Can you put this on? Put what on? Amen. Hello, Army Strong. What's up, Nana? I am not a man. I'm not a man, I'm a woman. What's going on, Bad Rand? Can you put this on? I will give you. What is it called? Freestyle? It's called freestyle? Right? Please, right now. It's called freestyle. Let me see what freestyle is. Yeah, I was angry when I put that song, when I recorded that song. Who's the artist? Freestyle. Who's the artist? ZKR? Okay, let me see. Is this good? Because don't be having me put no craziness on here. Freestyle. Let me see. Is this not anything that's gonna have me blushing or nothing like that? So it's freestyle, but it's like some numbers and it's freestyle 10, it's 12, 18, 6, 11, like freestyle what? Like, is there a number? It's just like just a whole bunch of freestyle somethings on here. Let's see. Okay, so hold on, let me see. Is this gang? This ain't no gang banging, is it? Is this gang banging? You say 5 minutes? Okay, let me see. Is it gang banging? Ain't no gang banging, is it? Let me see. I'm looking. Is it gang banging? Is it violent? Huh? Okay, let me see. All right, I'm about to see. From brief. Hold on, I gotta go through the commercial first. Discover dozens of AI. Of course, they gotta put you through the commercial. I swear to goodness, this better not be no craziness. You said it's violent. It is violent. It's super violent. Why would you want? Is it really? Ty talks. It's super crazy. Oh no. See, I ain't about to see. I know. You know what? Because I see the policeman right there and a whole bunch of people. They look like gangbangers, right? And the one guy got a ski mask on. Huh? Don't play. All right, let me see. Let me see. I swear to goodness, I'm gonna mute it if it's horrible. Let me see. Let me see. It better not be no craziness. I got my finger on the mute button if it's bad. Yeah, you did. You almost got me. Where's this shot at? Like, where are you? Let me translate this to English. What it say? Who is still listening in 2024? Somebody said. Let me see what somebody else said. Let me translate it in English. I don't know why my thing does this. But anyway, it's called, let me turn my thing around. It's called ZKR Freestyle Rap 5 minute number 8. So it's French rap. Okay. All right then. Got a lot of views too. That's, wait a minute. What's that? Say 77 million? A lot of people like it. Whatever it is. Whoever it is. Okay. All right then. Is this you? Is this you? Are you ZKR? Are you ZKR? Is that you? Or are you the manager? Like, who are you? Congratulations to you, sir. You got it going on. Whoever that is. No, it's not me. Is it somebody that you're affiliated with, or somebody you know, or you just want to show us some love, or that's just your favorite song? Like, what? Well, congratulations to you, sir. Yeah. So y'all saw it. That whoever that's your not me. It's my dad. Okay. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. So I'm 20 days, y'all. 20 days. I have not smoked a cigarette. I have not smoked a cigarette. I have not smoked a cigarette. With the song that I was playing when I first came on, Karma is Real, I was really in an angry space when I released that. I'm not now, you know. But I was at first, you know. Sometimes you can be, you know, especially in the music game, in this music thing. You know, people, it's so cutthroat. The music is so cutthroat. Hi, Brian. Thank you so much. Yeah, oh, you're welcome, sir. The music is so cutthroat. You know, the industry is so cutthroat. Like the artists, like for instance, how this gentleman just came up to me, SRWSHT_24, and he just asked me play the music. I didn't know. I was just hoping it wasn't no craziness, but I don't have a problem with helping people. I don't have a problem with promoting other people music and stuff, and that's French rap, so that's cool. You know, because I've never heard of French rap before. But the thing is, the industry is so cutthroat. They don't want to help each other. Everybody's like, you know, stepping on the backs of somebody else to get it. It's just, you know, And I was at a place where I was very angry. Oh my gosh, hold on, because this cat. You get down off of there. I swear to goodness, I gotta get me a squirt bottle because these cats is getting out of control. I got one cat that just feel like he gonna do what he wanna do. But this industry can get real cutthroat, you know, and I've experienced it over the course of 20 years. You got people who can help you that won't help you, and then you got people who, you know, they only with you to use you so they can try to get to where they trying to get to, but they ain't really trying to help you. Or you got some who just, you know, people that know you trying to make it, they won't share, they won't help you, they won't nothing. It's just like, it's real cutthroat. And so I had went through a whole experience, you know, where I spent so much time promoting this particular company and thinking that, you know, they was going to show me the same love, but they didn't, you know. Instead, they end up just doing me dirty. And so I was really angry. I was really angry. But I've noticed that when you're angry, you're in this energy. Anger puts you in a certain kind of an energy. It puts you in a low vibrational energy. It puts you in because when you're angry, you're only thinking angry thoughts, and your thoughts are about revenge. You know, your thoughts are trying to figure out, like, how can I get this person back for what they did to me, or can I get them back from what they get to me, or you get to wishing the worst on those who you feel like hurt you. You know. Anger can put you there. Most of the people, if you talk to them, most of the people who are even in jail, I bet you that out of, if you talk to 20 people, I bet you that at least 10, I want to say 10, the reason why they're there was because they did something in anger. They were angry. I was smoking I started smoking when I was 19. So, and I'm now 55, so a little over 30 years, you know. And I'm talking about smoking. Like, whenever I need a cigarette, if I get irritated, I get a cigarette. If I'm upset, I get a cigarette. After I eat, I get a cigarette. You know. I think about 10 years ago, I started feeling like I wanted to try to quit. But, you know, nicotine is a hard addiction. They say that nicotine is more addictive, is one of the strongest addictions out there. Maybe even more so than, you know, I don't know if it's more than heroin or crack, but I know they say it's one of the strong ones. I don't know if it's stronger than heroin because I've seen people withdraw off of heroin, and that ain't no joke. That's a hard one, you know. It's a hard one. Heroin, I've seen, you know, as a nurse, I've seen them come off of that. I've seen them come off of fentanyl. I've seen what they go through. That's a hard battle. So maybe not as tough as them two, because a lot of times they can't even come off of that by themselves. They have to take like Suboxone or some other kind of medication, or they got to get on methadone and stuff like that to even get off of it, you know. So maybe not as bad as them, but still, it's still hard because it's accepted. At least with them, it's not accepted, you know, so they got to sneak around and do it. But cigarettes is everywhere. Everybody, you know. It's only by the grace of God that I even still sing as much as I've smoked. But I just started praying. And I would just like, you know, I would take it in pieces. Like I would say, I'm not going to smoke for I'm not going to smoke between 7 and 7 for the next 20 days or 10 days. Or I started putting restrictions on myself. That's how I did it. I started putting time blocks in. Even if I failed or I lapsed and I ended up going back, I still was stronger than I was the time before. The last time or whatever. So during these last 20 days of not smoking, I've been going through, some. Uh, I've been on a journey. I want to say I've been on a journey. Brian said, I used to smoke too. I quit a year ago, and it was the best thing I ever did for myself. You got this. Keep telling yourself you'll win this battle. And I have, let me tell you what has been helping me, Brian. I'm going to tell you, other than prayer and doing these videos. I've been on YouTube and social media more in the last 20 days than I think I've been on in a long time. But it keeps me occupied. But I've been sunflower seeds has been my friend. I got all the flavors. You hear me? I got the barbecue. I got only a ranch. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps me like whenever I start to feel that urge, I'll go and get I'll go get go get one. I'll go get some sunflower seeds. But this journey, I've been going through different phases within my emotional self during this journey, right, of not smoking. Because it's like when you clear yourself from all the stuff that you use to mask stuff, then you have no choice but to recognize stuff, So Marcia said, I have heard that beefing up on fruits and vegetables helps any addiction. So, and I already love fruit. Like, I swear to goodness, my mama must have been eating fruit when she got pregnant with me. I love fruit. So I try healing scriptures. So Nate, tell me a healing scripture if you know one, because I definitely will write it down. Because it's a battle. Anytime you're fighting an addiction, it's a battle. People don't even understand the battle. And then when you're fighting the addiction or when you decide you're going to tackle it, it's like everything that is meant to stress you out seems like it comes and it be like that much bigger. And normally when stuff comes, you just run and go get a cigarette or you run and go get whatever it is that you use to help you forget about your problems. Some people, that's why they smoke so much weed, because they don't want to think about the issues or the problems or the sadness or the depression or what they're going through. Maybe they're going through something, in their personal life or finances or whatever, and they smoke weed to make them forget about it. Or people shoot up heroin so they don't got to think about what they don't want to think about no more. Or people do drugs to zone out. That's why people do drugs. So where do I find that? I am the Lord that healeth thee. Where do you find that scripture? You're welcome. What's that? EBRE. I don't know how to say your name. EBREN. No, EBREHNRK. I don't know how to say your name, but you're amazing too, and I appreciate that. So I am. What is the Lord is the strength of your heart. I know. Tell me what is the. I am Eva. Okay, hi Eva. So where do I find those scriptures? Can you look up those scriptures and type it in the box for me? So I mean, a lot of time people we try to find things to help us to forget about the trauma. Let's talk about molestation for a second here. It's Revelations 12 and 3. I'll have to look that up. Do you like dragons? No, I don't know nothing about dragons. Oh, the mighty dragon. You talking about the little cartoon or something? So In the 80s, there was a lot of in the 70s and 80s. There was a lot of molestation going on. Not just little girls either, little boys too. There was a lot of molestation going on in the 80s. A lot of and then and even within the home, a lot of incest was going on in the 70s and 80s and 60s and stuff. You know, um, and it wasn't being talked about. A lot of children were being sexually abused by members within their members within their family or in their neighborhood or in their churches. Like there was a lot of trauma going on, a lot of childhood trauma, and I can only talk right now about from my lifespan between that I know from the 60s to the 90s and or 2000 or whatever. But I'm sure even if you go further back, I'm sure that our parents experienced it too because they wasn't talking about it. So Lalitha from India, America, going on. Oh, you coming to America, Lalitha? That's what's up. My sweetheart is okay. Lalitha, my sweetheart, my heart is friend good. There was a lot of abuse going on in the 70s and 80s, and it wasn't being talked about. So you got a lot of people, you know, walking around with wounds. You do. You got a lot of people who have unhealed wounds. They have trauma, or they had to deal with the trauma of their parents because maybe their parents had a lot of trauma. And so they was trying to figure out their trauma while they still trying to be parents to these kids. And so they living their life recklessly, which is leaving these kids to have to kind of defend for themselves and figure it out. And so now they got trauma. So a lot of people are walking around with childhood trauma, and a lot of times they use drugs and cigarettes and alcohol and methamphetamines and the street drugs and all that kind of stuff to mask what they have not been able to forgive, right? Or what they have not been able to address. Some of them may not have told anybody yet. I think that about let me see. I wrote my book in 2000, and I wrote this camp. I wrote this book right here. I think it was 2006 when I wrote this book. I remember as a child there was a book out. There was a book called Child Called It, and I also remember a book out like Flowers in the Attic or something. I think it was Flowers in the Attic. So there were, and of course the Color Purple. We know her abuse story, right? But people weren't really talking about it the way that they are now. More people, more women, more men, and men started talking about it. Men weren't talking about it at all. You was thinking it was only happening to the females, but then you found out that there were male children that were being abused. So a lot of people, myself included, went through that period of masking that, or just try not to think about it. I think that for a long time, I just didn't. I disconnected myself from it. I disconnected myself from the trauma and the drama or whatever. And I just always felt like I forgave. I think that when I really said, you know what, Patricia, there might be some things still within you that you have to deal with when my father died. I had not seen my stepmother in 30 or 40 years. I hadn't seen her in 30 or 40 years, literally. I didn't even know she was still alive. But when my father died, I had to go find her. And it's so crazy how my life took on the storyline, because in the book, the character has to go she has to go confront her stepmother as an adult, right? And that really ended up happening in my life. I really had to go find her. When my father died, because of his insurance policy stuff, I had to go find her, and I had not seen her. And so when I saw her, I wasn't, the way, I don't know, there was something in me. I didn't feel anger. I wasn't like hating on her or nothing like that. But I was just looking at her like, and she didn't abuse me sexually. She just was abusive. She just was trying to kill me. She just straight up was trying to kill me. But when I was looking at her, I just kept thinking to myself, what did my father do to you that was so bad that you treated his 6-year-old daughter like that? What was it that he did that was so bad that made you want to kill his child? When I looked at, and it wasn't out of anger. I just trying to figure out like, what could your mind, what kind of process could be going on in your mind to make you want to mistreat a child like that? Like I think that's what I thought when I saw her. But I also recognize that I can forgive her, I can address it, and I can forgive her, but I can't be around her. I can't be, because that would take me backwards. I think that what we need to understand, that you can forgive somebody, but you don't gotta let them back in your circle. You don't gotta let them back in your life. You don't have to do that. Oh, thank you for those. I'm going to write those down too. I'm going to write those down. Let me see. Isaiah 53:5. By his stripes you are healed. Psalms 103:3. Isaiah 30:27. Thank you, Marcia. Malachi 4:2. Matthew 4:23. Acts 10:33. 1 Corinthians 12:9. 28:29. That's what's up. First of all, shooter, who are you talking to? Like, why who you telling to go to sleep? What, you aren't you woke? Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Revelations 22. That's, see, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. So, SW, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have no OnlyFans type stuff. So, go somewhere and sit down. I'm just. Oh snap! That was the wrong one. I ain't mean to do her. I ain't mean to undo you. I meant to do this one. You're who I meant to do. Yeah. I didn't mean to do that one. That was the wrong one. um. So I hold on. Let me get him. Let me put him in. Let me get him off of here. Put a timer in time so he don't. Cause I get these people that come out of here. These people from out of nowhere, and they be doing the most. Um. So sometimes you got a lot of people that have not really understood the importance of forgiveness, but then also understanding that forgiveness does not mean that you have to still be around that person or bring them into your life. It just means that you have released and forgiven. You've let it go. You're not holding it over their heads. You're not, you know, um, you're not angry anymore. You're not angry anymore. When I did Karma is Real, when I released it, I was angry. But these 20 days that I've had that I haven't been smoking, and I've just been kind of trying to keep myself busy, and I've been thinking about stuff, and really, just trying to figure out like what's the next move. Just really, I've definitely grown closer in my relationship with God, even more so. Um, you know, I feel like the whole reason why God had me even do the Big O Live music ministry Bible study, and why He has me doing the Bible reading and all this stuff online, is because He's using me to encourage others, you know, to inspire others. Uh, he wants a personal relationship with us. It is what it is. And when I used to hear people talk about, your body's your temple, I used to get irritated because I'm just like, why, just don't start preaching to me. That's how I used to feel. Like, don't, like, ah. But in these 20 days that I have been kind of like not doing it, it's like I feel better. You know, I'm starting to feel my eczema is starting to clear up some since I've stopped smoking. Um, you know, um, I feel more energized. Um, I feel like it's allowing me to focus more, because it's like when you start to control your body, you start to look at other things in your life and you start to putting things in its order or something. I can't really explain, I guess, what it is that I'm trying to say, but um, uh, so it's going to be on. I had to redo it. I actually had it's called This Can't Be Love, and I had to redo it. So it's going to be on Amazon in about 3 days. In about 3 days, you'll be able to get it on Amazon. I had to redo it because I had it on another publisher, and they was charging way too much money for it. So, all publishers ain't the same, but you'll be able to get this from Amazon. Um, yeah, you'll be able to get it off of Amazon. I think you'll be able to get it off of Amazon no matter where you are. But and believe it or not, this book was part of my therapy. It was part of me. It was part of my therapy. You got to find what helps you to get over it. I'll tell you another thing that what was part of my therapy was the movie The Shack. Let me see. Let me go over here. Let me come over to. Let me go to my page real quick, and so I can write this in here. Um, because I definitely would encourage anyone to go and look at it. And look at it. Let me go over to my page. Hold on. But I want to write in there. And I think that I can. Let me see. Is this. I hope. Is this silence? Okay. So let me go over here. I have to go actually to where y'all are and type in here. But the movie is called The Shack. I'm going to put it in here. It's called The Shack. I don't know if. I think it's. Yeah. It's called The Shack. I don't know if y'all saw that movie or not. But that movie was so uh, I don't know. It was like it was speaking to your spirit. The movie is about the man and the fact that his little girl ended up getting killed, right? But it's the way he goes on his journey. God takes him on his journey, and on his journey, he's like, God is answering questions because he don't understand why. Like why, why would you allow this to happen? Like he got questions. And in that movie, it's like God is answering the questions. And when I first saw that movie, I was on my way to Chicago to go to a meeting, and I missed my flight. And so it took me, and that's a long story. I'd already talked about that in some other videos. But God basically took me on a journey because he wanted me to see that movie. So even though my best efforts to get to that airport on time so I could be in Chicago on time did not work. And I ended up missing my daggone flight and ended up having to take another flight. And when I was getting off, the stewardess was telling everybody, have a good day, have a good day. When it got to me, he said, take the day off. And I didn't have no choice but to take the day off because I had missed, I was already too late. So I ended up going to the movie theaters and seeing The Shack. And I ended up being the only person even in the movie theater because of the time of the day that I went. So I sat there and I watched that film and I cried. I cried. And when the movie ended, I began to ask God my own questions. I began to ask him, why? Why did I have to go through all the things that I've had to go through in my life? Like, why? Um, some things we're never going to understand. Some things I feel like maybe there were certain things we had to learn, and the only way we could learn them is to go through this journey and have those things happen. You know, maybe, God said He knew us before we was formed in our mother's womb. So maybe before, when we were only in a spiritual form, maybe we signed up for this, and maybe we chose to have these experiences so that we could learn whatever it is that we need to learn on earth, because we're here for a reason, y'all. We're here for a reason. Please don't think, we just popped up out of nowhere and we just here just because. Like, there is a reason why we are on earth. I don't care what nobody says. How you doing, Rusty? I don't care what nobody says. God bless you and your family too. I don't care what nobody says. We are here for a reason. There's a reason why you came. When the egg and the sperm met, and your energy became that thing that was going up in your mama's womb that came out into this. There's a reason why you're here. You're here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. And maybe we just don't remember, but maybe we were supposed to experience these hardships so that we could understand certain things. The Bible is the only book that has went from century to century to century, and I don't care what color you are, and even though they've done it in different ways or whatever, it's still this book about how earth began and why you're here, and God. Even if you don't, you might be Catholic, you might be, whatever, Muslim, you might, whatever it is, it's still one God. But it might be different avenues to him, but it's still one God. And the books have lasted for centuries and centuries and centuries. It got to be something in that. People would say, oh, no, it's the Big Bang Theory. Big Bang from what? The Big Bang from where? So I sat there and I watched that movie, y'all, and I cried. And during these last 20 days of me not smoking, I've had to face some realities, and I had to think about some stuff, and I had to, reflect on some things, about myself. I think that one of the things that I've noticed about myself, and you got to be able to look at your flaws and stuff, When I was young, whenever I was getting abused, I would run. That was my thing. I would run away. I'm like 8 years old running away from home because I don't want to get, tortured. Like, it was that kind of a situation. So as I started getting older, whenever I was afraid, or whenever I major obstacles, my first thing would be looking to where to run, the first exit, where to go. Now I'm looking at my life and I'm thinking to myself, that has been a coping mechanism, Just be ready to leave. Just, I don't want to deal with this, not wanting to deal with not being able to deal with it. These last 20 days of not smoking is making me reflect on different things about myself. When you can recognize the patterns within yourself, then you can work on doing whatever needs to be done to heal it. But when you mask it with drugs and alcohol and things of that nature, you never really get to the bottom of what's causing the pain, Genesis 15:15, Job 5:26, Exodus 12:3. Thank you. I appreciate that, Marcia. So I'm really proud of myself because I've done 20 days. And if there's any of you you've been watching me and you too have been working on your own quitting, maybe you join this with me. Maybe you've put down something, maybe you've stopped doing something, or maybe, you've come across this live because it's, this is like a confirmation of something that you were already thinking about doing for yourself anyway. You've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about quitting smoking, or I've been thinking about quitting this or that or whatever. And maybe I am confirmation, or it's supposed to be confirmation that you can do it, that you can do it. And even if you try and you fail, that's okay. It's okay. You just try it again, And the next time, just think about, okay, so this time when I try to quit, I'm going to do it this way. Or, for me, I used to do the patches. That's what I used to do. I don't know. I think that so Eva said, I drink a couple of glasses of wine after a working week. Do you think it's wrong? I don't think anything is wrong if you're not feeling convicted by it, and it's not it's not an addiction. If it's not, what I call an addiction is something that you literally cannot go a day without. You literally cannot go a week without. Like your whole attitude, your whole world is just not the same without it. When something becomes an addiction, it's like you feel like you can't function without it. You know, if you have somebody who's addicted to weed, they can't even go a day or two or a week without it. Their whole attitude changes. Their personality changes. They be ready to knock everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So as long as your drinking is not, for one, affecting anybody in your household, and two, it's not something that you're doing because it's an addiction, and you're just doing it because you want to lay it down. That's how at the end of that's your treat for yourself. At the end of the week, you drink 2 or 3 glasses of wine and go to sleep, and you go on, and you probably don't drink no more till the next weekend or whatever. I don't see that. I personally don't see that as a bad thing, but but when you become convicted, when you start to feel convicted in your spirit about something, or when that something is starting to affect your health, or that something is affecting the people in your household, or you're starting to realize that you really feel like you can't function without that thing, that's when it becomes a problem. To me, that's my thoughts, Hold on, y'all. Who is it? I'm on live. I'm on live.
No, I seen it. I was hoping you was still gonna be up because I was on the bus and I seen you.
You saw me what? You saw me on live?
Yeah.
You saw me pop up?
Yeah, I seen it. I said, I hope she stay up because I was on the way.
What time is it? Is it late?
It's like, yeah, it's 10:48.
Huh?
It's 10:48.
Oh gosh, I've been acting up. Huh?
I ain't find no way to catch that though. So I try to go to Publix. I try to go everywhere.
Well, I got.
What?
I don't think you want to tell me. I'm on live.
Oh, you still on there? Oh. What up, live? I'm sorry, y'all.
This my son. This one way Zay. That's the one. When you hear that some of my music, he's on some of my songs. No, that's my son. That's my middle son.
They done heard everything I just said.
Huh? And that's why I was trying to cut you down. Like, well, hold on. Son. I told you I was on live when you came to the door.
I ain't got no check, y'all. I'm
That's my. Come here, Isaiah. They said this the one. Don't he look like me?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Is this your husband?
No, that's my son.
I'm a son.
That's my third. Let me see. And that's the third.
How many people?
I got 4.
Oh, you had 19 people in there?
Huh?
It been 19 people in there? That's what that is up there?
Yeah, they come and support me because I be talking
it.
about my childhood trauma.
Oh, you tell me about your trauma?
Because I haven't smoked in 20 days. So let me ask you this. Do I be flipping out? Do you think...
Yes, she be flipping out, y'all.
Have I been taking y'all through it?
Mama been taking us through it.
I've been taking them through. When do you think I'm the worst with it?
You said when?
When do you think I'm more irritable than normal?
Yeah.
Okay, they think I'm more irritable than normal. So Marcia said, to me, an addiction is when you have to have something at the expense of someone you are responsible for. Example, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, porn, coffee, chocolate, when the kids need food. Right. You know what? I'm going. Coffee is my next thing to work on. Coffee is my next thing to work on because I drink like 2 cups of coffee a day. But I'm like I can't. I gotta have something. I remember that. Yes, I do. I'm a coffee drinking somebody. When I was working at the treatment center, they stripped them from everything. They don't give. They can't have no. Of course, they don't have no drugs. They can't have cigarettes. For the one I worked at, they couldn't even have cigarettes. They couldn't have cigarettes. They couldn't have candy, but they would let them have coffee. And so, I think coffee somehow it helps. I don't know. Maybe it helps because it's been helping me. Me drinking coffee and eating sunflower seeds has been helping me. I know. I'm working on that. I'm working on look one thing at a time. But what's that? He said, "Who's that?" Studio said, "I'm too short to reach the coffee shelf." Oh Lord. Have y'all? So for those of you who have been trying to quit smoking or you've been trying to quit something, have y'all tried sunflower seeds? This is how I've been. This is what's been helping me. This and coffee probably, and then my family being very understanding. So for those of you who you're with someone who is trying to quit something, please be understanding. Please, normally if they get pissed off, they will go somewhere and they, do whatever the addiction is. But when they're trying to quit something, they might be a little bit more irritable. My kids, everybody said I'm more irritable, but and it's probably more so because like you still smoke. You smoke Black and Mounds and all kinds of stuff. Y'all still smoke, so y'all don't understand.
I lessened though. I don't smoke as many.
You've
I calmed down. I used to buy like 3 packs at a time. I only get one now. Like this my.
Are you trying to cut down?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Nah,
so
I
that
can't do the 30 day nothing.
look. Hold on. Are you trying to quit? Hold on. Hey. So that's a good thing. You heard that? My son trying to quit. That means I'm rubbing off on him. Come on now. Hey. Because everybody in my house smokes. Everybody smokes cigarettes or whatever, or Black and Mounds or whatever. But I don't. But the fact that they see me doing it. The fact that they see me doing it. He just said he started quitting. He's trying to, smoke less. These are my cats, y'all. Actually, it's my daughter's cats. Say hi. Say hi. What's your favorite coffee? My favorite coffee is French vanilla, amaretto. They used to have no, not amaretto. They don't even have amaretto no more. It's I haven't been able to find amaretto. How you doing, Studios? Eva, I never tried drugs or weed. How does it make you feel? Well, I don't know about. I ain't never been no drug user like that. I've smoked weed before. To me, it just make you sleepy and hungry. Weed just make you sleepy and hungry and lazy. That's what I think. I feel like weed just make you not want to do nothing. It just make you want to sit at home, and not do nothing. I just feel like it so amaretto, I haven't been able to find that kind of a coffee, Marsha. They used to sell amaretto, so that I know that they have the oh snap! I'm sorry. Excuse me. What's that one? It's French vanilla and you said, do you use any oils in your hair? Leave in, not to wash out, like olive oil, cooking? No, why? Should I? Laura, would that be helping me with addictions or something? What made you ask me that, Laura Love? Thank you, Marsha. Deuteronomy 28:16. Galatians 3:13. Okay, come on with it. Because I when I do my music ministry and Bible study, I do be looking. When you say the craziest experience has ever happened to me in my life, Studios, gosh. You talking about like, ah, I'm gonna tell you the crazy experience ever in my life. So before when God first told me I was supposed to be leaving Chicago, I needed confirmation, and I started asking God to confirm His word to me in a way that I would know. So God started giving me prophetic words. I know y'all probably like, what? But listen to what I'm saying. God let me know that I was going to see an angel when I was in New York. I had a trip to New York for my birthday. And God let me know that I was going to see an angel, that I was going to, when I performed, it was going to be exactly 60 degrees, and I was going to get a prophetic word um, in New York. Huh? Okay. So the weekend before my trip to New York, in fact, I went for my birthday, right? I went to New York for my birthday. So, oh, thank you. This is braids. This is braids, Laura Love. This ain't my hair. This is braids. My hair is, I have a natural afro, but you know, sometimes I like to braids. So this is braids. So anyway, the weekend before my trip to New York, it was below zero. It was cold. It was super cold. It was freezing. It was like one of the coldest years that New York had. And I remember asking my friend if she wanted to go with me. She's like, girl, it's too cold to be going to New York right now. I'm not going because my birthday's in February when it's cold outside. So, but the weekend that I went, now remember the three prophetic words was I was going to see an angel. There would be exactly 60 degrees when I performed because I was supposed to perform that weekend at Smash Studios in Manhattan. And it was going to be an angel, it was going to be 60 degrees, and I was going to get a prophetic word. Those were the three signs I was supposed to look at, what God let me know that me leaving Chicago was what He wanted me to do, because I needed to know, because I had so much going on. I just like, is this your will? Because I didn't want to be self-sabotaging myself, and I didn't want to be leaving if that wasn't His will, and I didn't want to be going through the most, you know what I'm saying? So I started asking God to show me a sign. I was like Gideon, like, if this is really you, show me a sign. Let me see. Like, let me know it's you for real. So that weekend, like I said, when I went, the weekend before it was below zero. The weekend that I went, which was the very next weekend, it was warm. It was unseasonably warm in New York. And I remember a friend called me. You know, she was one of the, she's like a preacher, you know, and she's real prophetic. And she was just talking to me about the things that would happen, you know, and what God was going to do. You know, she was just giving me that word, right? So I'm like blown away by that. So I go get all dressed up. I go and do Superwoman. That's the song Superwoman that I have out there. I did Superwoman in Smash Studios, and it was nice. I'm talking about beautiful outside. And then I remember that when that weekend was over, and I could literally tell when the skies changed. Like, I had went to church with my nephew, and I'm like, and we were celebrating, and it was almost time for me to catch my plane. And as we were getting back towards the train, I could see the clouds pulling in, and I could feel the cold wind coming. So I knew that the atmosphere was about to change, right? So I'm like, okay, it's about to start getting cold. But it was beautiful the whole weekend, unseasonably warm. So my nephew, he takes me to New York. The way to New York is, New York Airport is not like Atlanta's airport. In Atlanta's airport, you know, you'll have a whole bunch of, you know, Southwest and Frontier, and everybody's all in this one building, you know, and you just go to wherever you go up to wherever your person is. But in New York, it's not like that. In New York, you gotta ride a train, and each airline has its own like whole area, and you gotta ride the train around to get to each one of the different airlines. So I had this at the time. I had a military duffel bag. If y'all know about military duffel bags, right? And I had just enough money to put my bag to clock my bag in, you know, because I had been spending money helping everybody else. So I knew exactly, I had enough to put my bag on and, you know, to catch a cab home or whatever. When I got up to the thing, when I finally got up to the the ticket counter or whatever, the lady couldn't find me. Now, mind you, I only had, I already knew what time my plane. I only had probably like 30 minutes or something, and I was like, "What you mean you can't find me?" She was like, well, "You're not in the system," and I'm like, I'm starting to panic now because I'm in New York and I don't got that much money left and I can't be stuck in New York. My nephew can't take care of me, so I'm like, oh my gosh, and I had to go back to work. So I'm like, what you mean you can't find me? Like, you gotta be able to find me. Like, I paid for my ticket, I know. So then she was like, well, what's the airline? So I pulled out the thing, and I was like, I guess it was like, let's just say it was American Airlines. I'm like, I'm American Airlines, and she's like, well, this is United. I'm like, this is United Airlines. Oh my God. She's like, I was like, well, where is American Airlines? You're gonna have to get back. You're gonna have to go back out. You're gonna get back on the train. You have to go back around. I was like, oh Jesus, because I ain't have enough time for all that. So the Holy Spirit said, take a cab. And I'm thinking to myself, but if I take a cab, I'm not going to have enough to put my duffel bag on the plane. And my duffel bag is going to be too big. It's not going to fit in the overhead, Lord Jesus. But I was just like, you know what? I've got no choice. So I used the money to catch a little Uber to get around to American Airlines. When I get up there, it's a long line, y'all. I got like, my plane is leaving in 15 minutes. I'm like, Jesus. I get up there and I lose it. And I just yell loud. I was like, can somebody help me? I'm about to miss my plane. I like yell out. This this is where I know this man was an angel. I don't care. Ain't nobody ever gonna tell me that he wasn't. It was a little man. He was a French man. He was a Caucasian male, French man, probably in his 60s, very slim, and he had on this red jacket. And his accent was so beautiful, beautiful accent. And he walked up to me and said, "What's wrong, man? What's wrong?" I don't know how to speak in French, but he's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I'm gonna miss my plane," and I'm explaining everything to him. He's like, "Come with me, come with me." So he pulls me from out of the line and he pulls me to the front. He locks in all my stuff or whatever. It's too late for me to put my bag on the plane. I'm not gonna be able to do that, right? I'm not gonna have time. He says, "Give me the bag, give me the bag." So I give him my bag. He opens up my duffel bag. He gets this trash bag from up under somewhere, and he gets a bag. He pours half of his stuff, half of my clothes and stuff in that bag, and he hands it to me. And he turns my duffel bag into a backpack. So he turns and he's like, "Follow me," in his French accent. So I'm running behind this man all the way through the airport, no, New York airport, up the escalator, down until we get to security. When we get to security, he brings me through and gets me, he puts me in front of everybody else, brings me through. Then this man's like, "Come on." So I'm chasing. This man has got me running through the whole airport. I'm crying. I done broke my heel on my shoe. I'm sweaty. My nose running. Oh my gosh. This man got me to that door. They were closing. They were the door to the airport. You know how you when you go through and they'll scan your little ticket, and then you walk through the little door that leads down that little aisle to inside the plane. You know what I'm talking about, that door. The woman was closing the door when he got me there. This man got me to that door just before she closed the door. And when he walked, when he got me there, he was like, hold on, And then she seen me, so she didn't close the door. He walked me on the inside of the little aisle thing, and he just looked at me, and I looked at him, and I said, through my tears, I'm like, "Are you an angel?" After thanking him, I'm like, "Are you an angel?" It was then I knew that God wanted me to leave Chicago, and it really was the best decision I could have made, because I didn't know that Chicago was about to have that big war like that, and nor did I know that the young girls was gonna start coming up missing on the west side of Chicago. That's when the whole Kanika Jenkins things happened. My kids went to her school too, and my daughter, she wasn't listening to me back then, so she was doing the most. So God knew it was time for me to get my kids out of there. He knew what was coming. See, God, a lot of times he'll tell you to do stuff, and you don't be knowing why, because it don't make sense. It don't make sense. So you be trying to figure out, like, is this the devil? Like, is this you, God? Like, what's going on? Because it ain't making sense. But in hindsight, now I understand. So that was probably, you asked me what was the crazy experience I ever had. That was the crazy uh, studios. That was the crazy experience I ever had. No, it just made me. No, it's not. You're not asking too many questions. You asked me. So that was the craziest experience I ever had. So let me see. So Marcia said the Bible says to take a little wine for thy stomach's sake. Okay, and then she said you need to know that grapes or raisins may do what a little wine may do, so you don't have the concern of am I getting a bad example or taking enough to get drunk. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So that was my experience with. That was probably the craziest experience, but it was a time when God speaks to us. God still speaks to His children. In the Bible or different things, you'll hear stories where God spoke directly to, different people or whatever. God still speaks to us. He really does. Um, it's just, do we listen? We don't always listen, but God speaks. He does speak. Whether we just don't always listen. But so yeah, that was probably the craziest thing that ever happened to me. So in this 20 days, I'm just learning about forgiveness, and I'm understanding about how childhood trauma, or trauma, molestation, rape, or bullying. Bullying can be traumatic too. A lot of people have been bullied, and they still carry the trauma from being bullied. You know what I'm saying? People use drugs and alcohol, or they have addictions for different reasons. And the thing is, people love to judge people who are on drugs, but I'm like, a lot of people have addictions. A lot of people have other stuff they do. You know what I'm saying? You may not drink alcohol, but you smoke a whole bunch of cigarettes. You may not do any drugs. You may not drink alcohol, but you eat candy like it's going out of style. You may not eat none of, you may not have no drugs, no alcohol. You may not eat candy, but you might gossip like hell. You might be one-on-one to gossip and talk about every daggone body. Maybe you got some other issues. People love to judge people when they got skeletons in their closet. I don't judge people. Like, people be like, oh my gosh, he's gay. Okay, but what's wrong with you though? Because you got some issues too. Like, there's something going on you got going on too. While you judging him because of what he's doing, you judging her because of what she's doing, or you judging them because of what they doing. But the question is, what about you? People love to point at other people's flaws, but they cannot accept their own flaws. They can't, admit that they got issues. So back to you. So you've decided you've been trying to quit smoking?
I've been trying to slow down.
Okay, you've been trying to slow down smoking. Yeah, you've been trying. So come on. So my question is, have you been trying to slow down smoking since I've been quitting? Or you already was trying beforehand? Be honest.
I already was trying. It ain't because we was quitting one.
So has my quitting helped you any?
A little bit.
Because you've been watching me quit, and you say if I could quit, you could quit.
I did say that though. I did
say. What did you say? Say it again.
If you could stop, I can stop.
Ah, come on now. Come on now.
I just slowed down. Like,
But they don't. That's about as much as I'm gonna get.
I'm just slowing down.
Huh? Eva said, "Can she get your telegram?"
Who said that?
I don't know. No, Eva.
Eva, what you want? What you said you want?
Eva.
Or is that unacceptable?
No, Eva.
You can get my Instagram, Eva. I got Instagram.
He's actually an artist. My son is an artist. It's One Way Zay. His Instagram is One Way Zay. Oh gosh, he's an artist. This is his One Way Zay. That's his new. If you look him up on YouTube, he has music and stuff. But so it makes me feel good that you said that me quitting has helped you slow down.
No, that didn't help me slow down. I was already trying
Why
to
you
slow
can't?
down.
You already.
I
You
was
just
already-
said
I was
it.
already
You just
trying to-
said it.
I
You
was-
just said. I mean, you just said. I said that.
Yeah, I did say that. No, I did. I'm saying I was already saying this, but she pregnant, so she already like, oh, it's stank, black stank. So I ain't even get on the smoke as much. Then I was like, I'm gonna stop anyway, so I could try. I'm trying to stop smoking for real. Cause they a bill, man.
You know what? It's cool though. That's a cool thing. That the fact that you're trying. You know what I'm saying?
I
That,
used to buy way more packs at one time. Now I go to the store and just get one pack. I used to always get like three. I only got one. This is my first one.
that's the beginning of how you start to slow and quit something. You start to restrict how much you do. You know, you get used to less and less. You know, what I used to do, like I was telling them, is I would say from 7 a to 7 p, or from 7 to 3, or from 7 to 5, or something like that. 7 a.m., 7 p.m. I wouldn't smoke. I would just be like, I'm not gonna smoke between these hours. And so that's how I started restricting myself. I just stopped smoke certain times. Like I would be like, okay, it's 10, 12 o'clock. All right, I'm not smoking no more. All right, I can't smoke again until 7 p.m. And I just wouldn't do it. And that's how you start to control yourself. That's how you start to control your flesh. You know what I'm saying? But then at the end of the about 7:01, though, I was over there trying to find my. but
when stuff happens to it, make you want to smoke too.
Right. So, but the thing is, when you start to giving yourself times like that, you're making yourself get used to not having it. You understand what I'm saying? So even when you get irritated, if it's within that time period, you still don't do it because you know I can't smoke nothing till 8. You know.
So what you do when you want to smoke?
Hmm?
Well, you probably don't even get the urge now.
No.
You on
Oh
day
yeah.
20.
No. Day 20, honey. I still do.
But you got like sunflower.
So I
seeds,
be sunflower seeds and
coffee.
coffee and different. And
Coffee
weird.
make you want to smoke though.
No, not me.
When I hear coffee, I want to smoke my blood.
This and water. And extra being on live. I know. I've been finding different stuff to help me, you know. Look, and it also, because I'm trying to find stuff to help me, it made me find, I found a book, a manuscript that I hadn't even forgot I even had in my emails. I said, I'm gonna start back writing. You find stuff.
You should do that.
Yeah, I found one. I'm gonna start back writing.
I think you can make another book.
I am. I have one that I already had started, because I remember when I used to do the online books. When I used to do the online books, well, one of them I had started and I just never finished it, so I'm gonna start working on it. But the thing is, you find stuff to occupy your time.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So you just try to do stuff.
I try to stay busy. Yeah, I'm trying to stay busy, but I'm doing it. Although one day I almost slipped. You know the day I'm talking about too.
Yesterday?
Not yesterday.
No,
Day before. Oh, I almost slipped, but I didn't. Praise the Lord. That was rough. I almost slipped, y'all, but I didn't. I made it through. I made it through. I feel better. I feel better. I don't have an app. I don't have a WhatsApp. I don't have one. Jay, you just came in talking about what? Stevie Wonder walks into a bar, then a chair, then a table. Stevie Wonder. Oh, you just wanted. Jay, I don't know. I'm lost, Jay. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to give y'all some words of encouragement. Forgive. If somebody has did you wrong, hurt you, try to forgive. You don't have to still be in their circle though. If you know that person is not good for you, you don't want to resubmerge yourself into that atmosphere. If you know that person isn't good for you, but you can forgive them. You just don't have to let them back in your bus. But The Shack is a good movie to look at. Like if you're dealing with anything that got to deal with forgiveness, or you've had a traumatic situation happen, or whatever, I'm telling you, I think it's a book too, but I didn't see the book. I saw the movie, but it was so good. And then the music was just soothing to my soul. I have to do stuff like that to keep me going. Like um, I have to continue to play music that speaks to my spirit. I have to, you know, um, I have to try to, you know, I don't know. I have to, I have to keep, I have to play music. I have to sing. I have to.
That might be that's what they do. Cash my check. Somebody said you could do it with PayPal and it come instantly.
Oh, for real? Who's? Lord.
You know I'm trying to cash that check on.
Huh?
I'm trying to cash that check.
Close the door. Thank you. Um. Um. I said, lifestyle. Best of luck for the YouTube and blessed day and blessed weekend. Same to you. Same to you. I appreciate you. I thank you. I appreciate everybody who's been stopping by and just helping me to get through, you know, these last 20 days. Just get up here. I know, and I'm normally, I promise you, I'm normally not on YouTube like this. I'm not normally on Instagram and all that. I'm not normally doing that. I don't normally do this all the time. But over these last 20 days, I was just like, I'm going to share my journey. You know, God just put it in my spirit to share my journey, you know? And so that's what I've been doing, and I've been sharing it. And I've been sharing my good days and my bad days. I haven't just shared days where I'm just like, hey. I've shared days where I'm in the car crying, you know, going through emotional up and down roller coaster rides. Like when you're trying to quit an addiction and you're trying to, you know, you're telling your body no. Your body go through temper tantrums sometimes, you know. And so I've been sharing my journey, and I just appreciate y'all for, you know, for taking this roller coaster ride with me, for, you know, coming and talking to me. You know, I get up and talk. Like today, I was talking about that Wendy and Cole. That Wendy and Cole. Cole and Wendy. Y'all got, oh gosh. Y'all make sure y'all go see Cole and Wendy. I promise you. Go look at that series. Cole and Wendy. That was good. That's good. I did a whole little review on it. That's my new thing. I don't even look at TV, but I'm gonna be catching up with that because that's gonna be hot. And I just listen to music. Music helps me too. Music really, music soothes my spirit. Sharing also gives accountability. I agree. Yeah. That's, it's like making me stay committed. It is. You're right. Something so amazing about watching the sun set. Music calms my spirit. The sun sets in the west. The sun rises in the east. It's simply amazing. I've been just doing things to keep me occupied. God, you're so amazing. You're simply amazing. And I've been praising God too. How you make the waves keep moving, never stopping across the earth. Because God is simply amazing. You're simply so amazing. You're simply so amazing. I can never thank you enough. You're so amazing. Jesus. Simply amazing. As I sat on the rocks, waiting for a word, some kind of word, I saw the sun setting in the distance. It was simply amazing, so amazing. I don't know why we worry, 'cause you're so amazing. I don't know why we fear, 'cause you're so amazing. I don't know why we fear. Jesus. Just watching the sun set in the west. Show me how wonderful you are. So amazing. Watching the sun rise in the east. Jesus. Music just, it relaxes me. Even when I was a little girl, and I was going through the worst of my abuse, I used to have the radio, and I would just listen to the radio. What to say? And there's something about the melody just to put me to sleep. And throughout my life, music has been the thing that has relaxed me. Amazing. God, you're so amazing. Jesus. Amazing. So amazing. I went to Long Beach, California, and I sat on the beach. I had never watched the sun set. I've been on the East Coast, and I had watched the sun rise, but I never, until that day, had watched the sun set. It's so amazing, you know, in spite of anything, God never ceases to allow the sun to set and rise. Every day, He gives us a new morning. You know, and if our assignment on earth is not complete, we open our eyes and we have another day to continue the journey. I saw like 3 butterflies yesterday, like at different times. I've never seen that many butterflies in the same day. I saw them like I saw one like that afternoon, and then like about 45 minutes later in a whole different area, I saw another one. And then when I came back towards home, I saw another one. I promise you, I've never seen that many butterflies in one day. I believe that too. And you know what? I was telling someone, have you ever noticed that when you go to church, before the preacher ever releases the word, there's always worship music. In fact, um, I'm reading. So in Second Kings, well, I'm sorry. Let me see. I just finished reading 5, 6, and 7. So it was a 5, 6, and 7. Elijah. Um, I don't know if it was. It's somewhere between verse 3. I mean, chapter 3 and chapter 7. It's somewhere around in there. But at one point, Elijah. What was it? Then it made me want to go get my Bible and look, because at some point he's God is about to speak to him through him, but before God speaks through him, Elijah calls for a musician to come, and he has the musicians play first. And when the musician plays, it brings in the spirit of the Lord. That is so deep. That is why music is so powerful, right? Music is very powerful, on both sides of the plate. That's why they say that they want to blame all the destruction and stuff that's been going on music, right? Because of the power. And then the same, like you said, the something about the music, it calms your spirit. It's like, music can calm the savage beast. You ever heard that saying before? Like, yeah. So, yeah. You said Yisrael, Yahweh. Praise the Lord. Praise God. Yeah, my even though I smoke, Jesus. Even though I smoke, God did not allow the enemy to take my gift. God has given me the gift of song, and I may not be the best singer or whatever, but he's given me that gift of song. But he did not allow, for all the years, I'm talking about 30, 35 years or something, God never allowed the enemy to steal my love for music or my gift of song. God is awesome and amazing. God is awesome and amazing. God is awesome and amazing. Awesome and amazing. I don't know what else to say except for awesome and amazing. Situations of life. Music is soothing. Don't always stay the same. Relationships are really hard. Trying to figure out who's in charge. Sometimes we say things to each other nice. We don't realize that a lot of times when we talk to people that we love, we say things because we're angry and we want to get at them, but we don't even realize how painful those words can be. So much nicer. In a world full of hate, we need like we would even like we are so quick to want to get each other back and hurt each other with words. You know, when we're angry, the first thing we want to do is lash out and hurt the ones we love with words. Or when we're frustrated or irritated, the ones that are closest to us, we're just sometimes the meanest too. So I really have to ask my family. I tell them all the time, y'all forgive me if I'm acting irritable because y'all know I'm trying to quit smoking. So please forgive me. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. How you doing, Manu? Yes, you know what? And it's funny because that's Samuel. Now I know that's First Samuel or Second Samuel, when God decided, when Saul lost his spot, right? Saul lost his spot, and the demonic spirits started torturing him, and the only thing that would make the demonic spirits leave was music. So David, King David, who was a harp player, he they would send for him, and so he could play the trumpet or whatever it was. What was it? What was it that he's the harp? So they would play so that David could play the harp for Saul, because that was the only thing that would make Saul be at peace. Music is so powerful. Music is so powerful. And people, like I always tell people, watch, the artists, when I'm dealing with independent artists, rap artists and stuff, and I always tell them, watch what you say in your music, because your words have power, even if it's in song. So if you are talking like, you got some who they want to, they want to talk about death and this and the other. A lot of people who have been killed that are artists, they were singing about that already. They were already rapping about that. They were already speaking those words into existence. Words are powerful. So words are powerful mixed with music, which is powerful. That's power. That's power. That's a lot of power. So I always tell artists, watch what you say. Don't speak doom and gloom. Don't rap. I mean, I understand people like, well, I'm rapping about my reality. Okay, so if you want a different reality, then how about you rap about something different? This cat right here. Huh? He over here behind this. You better see. Victor be working my nerves because he know. And now he want to run. Yeah, run, Victor, run. he keep getting behind that computer. And this ain't no kitten either. This ain't no kitten, right? This cat know darn better. Huh? This one right here. This is the one that always be getting in trouble. He always doing stuff. Stay off the thing. I need to find someone. That's why I need a cage or something to lock you up. Yeah. Yeah. That's right, Marsha. Yeah. Well, I guess I've been on here a long time now. 89 minutes. Jeez, take the wheel. So I just appreciate y'all really helped me get through this. I promise you, y'all are. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, for those of you who, so my book, in 3 days, I think 72 hours. In 72 hours, my book will be online, and it's called This Can't Be Love, and the movie is already online, like on YouTube. The movie for this book is already on YouTube, but the book is it's going to be on Amazon. It looks a little bit different because I had to do a little bit of different stuff to the cover, just a little bit, but overall it's the same look. But it's going to be, I have an author page, so I have all my books. Like, I have a lot of books, y'all. I have a lot of books. And I'm about to start back writing. I'm going to start back writing because that's something that's been helping me too. I even have a book called The Symbol. See that? The Symbol. That's on Amazon too, I think. It's on, yeah, I think this is on Amazon. Um, Swingers. Swingers is on Amazon. Swingers is good too. And I know you're probably like Swingers, but it's not what you think because my stories are always like when I write, I don't know. It's like I don't know. There's always suspense, or it's never like what you really think is gonna be. There's always more to the plot. I'm one of them type of writers that is always something different than what you think. So definitely go check out my book. It's called The Symbol, or you can go to check out my. So I have a couple of them. I have The Symbol, which I have the movie trailer, the trailer for. I made my own little trailer, yo. I have The Symbol, and then I have The Love House. The Love House is the second book in the series, and I have Ladies Delight. What else? I have Swingers. Well, I have a lot of books. Are you ready to open your gifts from God? I have a lot of books. I have always loved creativity. I love creativity. My mama must have been listening to music and reading books, and my mama loved books. My mama is a book reading something. My mama got books galore. So she probably was reading all kind of books when she was pregnant with me. She was probably and my mama loved music. So she must have been listening to a lot of music. She must have been reading a lot of books, and she must have been eating a lot of fruit because those are the things that I love. That's probably why I love music, books, all that stuff, everything. So Marcia's okay. So let me start back here. Chenoa, I think that's how you pronounce it. Chenoa said, sharing also gives accountability. It does because it makes you like, what am I gonna do? Get online, be like, oh snap, I failed. No, I'm not. I'm even when I want to, I'm like, Patricia, you can't smoke because you already been doing it. What you gonna do? Go on there and tell everybody you failed? No, you're gonna keep on pushing. So yeah, you're right. It does. Me sharing my journey helps my accountability. You're right about that. Marcia said, loving into him, the author and finisher of our faith. Looking here connotates focusing intentionally, avoiding distractions. Okay, that's what's up. God is the author and finisher of our faith. So true. Eva said, mesmerizing, soulful voice. You are very talented. Thank you. I humbly appreciate you for saying that. I appreciate that. Is it Yisrael? Yisrael said, all praises, all glory, and all honor due to the Most High, Yahweh. Yes. Is it Elo? I never can out. Elohim of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, those whose name our Almighty Creator changed to. Okay. Hallelujah. Same God. Same God. I don't care. I had a dream once. And in this dream, I don't know if it was a dream, if it was like a vision. But I saw it was like all these different colors. And it was all going outward. Like it was almost like coming out like a vase. But out of this, and my eyes were closed, so I don't know if I was asleep or not. But what I saw was like this, like it was like a sprout of colors, but it was all kind of different shades of this color, but it was all going up. And I just heard the Holy Spirit say, one God, many avenues, but one God. One God, many avenues. You know, because each religion thinks that they are the one. But he said the different colors represent the different avenues, but they were all headed to him. I don't know. That was what I got. So I don't know. Take it for what you want. Um, yeah, yeah, you're right, Marcia. You have a gorgeous voice. I appreciate that. I humbly appreciate that, sir. You know, it ain't nothing but the Lord, because I promise you, I done smoked enough cigarettes that ain't nothing but God. You know, ain't nothing but God. I appreciate that. Good morning. So it must be morning time wherever you are. Good morning, Manu. Deuteronomy 28:40-43. Oh, okay. So I got it. Israel. Israel. I'll check that out. I'll be writing these. So this little thing, it allows me to go back, and I'll be able to go back and look up some of these. Because you and Marcia have been giving some really good scriptures. Both of y'all have. That's what you got to stand on. Those are our weapons, you know? That's how we get through stuff. Say what God says, and he will be on your side. Amen. Rob said Trump 2024. Okay, Rob. Drink water. Um, drink water and Google concerning dark circles under the eyes. You may need a certain mineral or vitamin. You know what? The darkening of my eyes, I've had since I was a little girl. I had a real bad outbreak or skin. I don't know. Something happened when I was little, probably like 3, and my eyes were scarred really bad all here, and then the scarring just never went away. And so I've always looked like a daggone raccoon, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still a queen. I'm a raccoonish queen. And then I don't even got no on, because normally I would. But I've been trying to see, like, because I think the foundation is irritating my skin. So I've been trying to see what it's like to just like not put on any makeup. Lipstick, yeah, I still, you know, I love lipstick. If y'all ever see, I wear all kind of lipsticks. I'm a lipstick fanatic. I like all kind of lipsticks. Like, I don't like dry lips. But I've been trying not to put on any like foundation or whatever. So that's why you see all everything. But I'm trying to see if it's irritating my skin or not. And that's what that is. How long do you normally spend on a book? Um, the symbol, and this can be, well, the symbol came to me in a dream. That book came to me in a dream in 2012. And I felt like it was a warning. God was giving me a warning about the spiritual warfare that was about to go on in 2020. That's how I feel. But so I wrote that out by hand. I wrote that book out by hand. It took me 2 weeks to write out by hand, the overall draft of it all. And then it took me about 3 or 4 months to type it up. So probably about 4 months in total. 2 weeks to write it, and then about 4 months to type it up. And I think This Can't Be Love was kind of the same. And the craziest thing about This Can't Be Love is when I was writing it, I could see it as a movie. Like, I knew that it was going to be a movie. You know, I had already prayed. In fact, I prayed that God would help me write the book and the movie before I ever put pen to paper. And I never went to school for none of this. I never went to school to learn how to write movies or to, you know, except for I did go to the Art Institute of Atlanta for like a hot 30 days probably. But I never learned, like, this was stuff that I just picked up over time, you know, or took little classes or something. But like editing, I edited that whole movie. This Can't Be Love, I had to edit because the editor that I had was tripping. But I didn't know how to edit. But God said you could do it. And so I just believed that I could do it, even though I was scared to do it. So, do the thug shaker. Do the, what's, I don't know what that is. Loving the 5H. I don't know what that is either. I don't know what that means. So, But you know what? Most people are. It might be vitamin D because most people are vitamin D deficit. You know, most people. Um, that is the one vitamin for some reason a lot of people don't have enough of in their body. Vitamin D. Did you know that? I didn't know that, but it's the truth. Vitamin D. So it could be. I don't know. But I have been trying. I do probably need to start doing some kind of vitamins and stuff. But I haven't been. But these. But this has been. I've had this since I was a little girl. The darkness has always been. It's always been. Um, it's me saying, wife, you need a BBW wife. You better pray and ask God for a BBW wife. Then I don't know. So anyway, let me get up off of here because I can tell they about to start coming. I can always tell when they on the way. I can always tell. I said, I can always tell when they about to come, but they start asking the craziest questions. I know they about to start acting up, and that means it's about time to get up off of here. That's the kind of how it was when I was in New York, and I could tell that the atmosphere was changing, and the cold was coming, and the warm was leaving because there was a change in the atmosphere. I could feel that change coming. Because I can tell y'all about to come on here and start acting up and calling me names and going through all the most, and I don't feel like it. So anyway, peace and love to y'all. Thank you for helping me to get through another day. 20 days, 20 days, 20 days. I'm going to leave off with my song because I love this song. Hold on. I love this song. I wrote this song during the pandemic, y'all. And I love this song. I really do love this song. It was Scheme Beats wrote this song, wrote the beat. Times Like This. This is like my favorite song. I am one day at a time. Brian, that's what I've been focusing on. I haven't really been focusing so much on 31 days as I made it another day. I didn't even use a patch. I believe it too, Brian. You know what the biggest challenge for me is going to be? The biggest challenge for me is going to be when I reach day 31. Because when I reach day 31, I will have reached my goal. But the question is, do I continue, or do I be like, okay, I did it 31 days. All right, now I can go back. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the thing right there, is getting past the 31 days. I know I'm going to make it to the 31 days. But the question is, can I quit for good? Will I be strong enough to withstand anything, any irritations, anything to make me angry, anything? Will I be able to withstand and not smoke? That is my thing. Can I get past triggers? Can I figure out how to, the things that would normally trigger me to go and do it, can I get past that after I hit 31? Because after I hit 31, I will have reached the challenge. So the question is, will I still be able to keep going on? That's going to be the biggest test for me, making it past 31 days. But they say that anything that you could do or stop doing for 30 days, you can quit. But I still have my urges. I'm not going to lie. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I still be going through it. Brian said, just think about what you want for your future. Know you're strong, and God will help you through anything. Praise God. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate y'all. It's so many, there are so many more good people that has been coming to my life than bad people. You always get the ones that's mean and nasty and they say mean stuff and all that kind of stuff. But I've had a lot of support. I had a lot of people supporting me throughout this thing. I appreciate that, Marsha. Marsha said, huh? Huh? What is it?
Give me that key.
Huh?
His pants tight, so you ain't got to worry about him getting loose. You got to
Oh, you want to go talk to my people while I go get it? Don't be
I ain't gonna do nothing.
don't be. Look, if he do anything bad, y'all tell me, okay?
Yeah, y'all. So y'all heard Mama. Is my name One Way Zay. Yeah, y'all. So no smoking. If you could do it, do it. Let me see who on here. Oh, it's a lot. It's people on here. Ain't nobody saying nothing, Mama. I hope everybody have a blessed day, a prosperous day. Keep your faith in God. It's, they said it take 21 days. Is this my nurse whom I start a facility with? Positive, only positive messages only. I ain't my mama. I'm a snap. All right.
You been nice to him.
Yeah, I told him I said positive messages only. I said I ain't my mama. I'm gonna snap on you.
You silly. Okay. What did he say? What was that? Oh, he been nice. Okay. You know that younger generation, you gotta tell them. Yeah, Sam. That's me. How you doing tonight? What's going on, y'all? Um, I don't know. He must have said something good. That's good. That's good. He said he been nice. That's good. This is my favorite song, y'all. I wrote this song during the pandemic. Oh no, this ain't the one I wanted to do. No. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's been a lot more, I've had my days on here. Like I had one day when somebody called me the N-word, I've had my days. But overall, and I've had my, what they call them, trolls or whatever. I've had the trolls and stuff. But overall, the people have been very, they have been, oh, everybody has been good, You know what? Let me tell you, it surprised me when, they got up here and they called me that or whatever. But I don't trip because I just told them, like, I don't do that over here. I just told him I don't do that. He said, you call them the keyboard warriors. Yeah, I don't do the racism thing. I don't do that. I grew up in a melting pot city where we all live together. When I was growing up, integration was already out, and we were all like, the school I went to was blacks and whites. Like I didn't grow up segregated, so I didn't grow up in that energy. We all loved each other. Everybody had fun. Like I didn't grow up like that. So when I came to the South, I noticed that there was a lot more of a separation. You could tell, like the Caucasians kind of some of them, not all, some kind of keep their distance from the African Americans. Like there's definitely more of a segregation in the South. But in the Midwest, I didn't grow up like that. That's not how I grew up. I grew up where everybody was, we loved each other. Oh, that's okay, Sam. Yeah, we played together. The blacks and whites, we played together. Yeah, I don't. So I can't deal with no kind of energy that wants to take us backwards. That's the one thing I will say that I like that that they're talking about right now as far as, and I don't want to get into politics and stuff, but I agree with her when she says, the vice president, when she says, I don't want to go backwards. You said you was Sam. You said you was working in the facility and it killed you. You worked today. You worked today. So I was just talking. I'm just talking, really, Sam. But I was just saying, I didn't grow up being affected by racism. We all played together. We went to when I went to school. Blacks, whites, we were all together. Blacks, whites, Chinese, disabled. We all. There was. I didn't grow up like that, so it was weird to me when I came south. You know, or even more so when Obama became president. I don't even remember it really being all out in the open like that. I guess it was always been racism, but it just seems like when Obama got elected, it became like in your face, and then when Trump started running, it just became even more in your face. But before that, maybe it was just all up under the rug or something. It wasn't as blatantly. I don't know, but now it's just like it's in your face, and I'm just like, I didn't grow up like that. I didn't grow up like that. And where I grow up, we love each other because God made all of us. So when they do come on and they start talking sideways, I just kick them off. And it's crazy to me. Why is and I don't know if this is just something I'm noticing, but the ones that'll come on and they'll say Trump, they'll come right back and say something racist. I'm trying to understand like what that energy is. That energy is a lot of confusion. That energy is not. It's something about that energy. And I was telling people, like, even the whole thing when it was like, make America great again. I'm just like, it wasn't great in 2020. I'm sorry, I can't agree with you. That wasn't great. People, there was thousands and thousands of people that died from COVID. That whole pandemic, and they can say from now to the cows come home that was some kind of virus. I don't believe that. I believe it was more than that, because for one, there is no virus that can live outside the host for 2 weeks. They were talking about the virus can live on a doorknob for 2 weeks. No, that's not possible. A chemical can, but not no regular human virus is not living on no doorknob for no 2 weeks. That's not happening. It's not. They can't live outside the host like that. You know what I'm saying? So 2020 wasn't great to me. That wasn't no great. That whole era was not great. It was sad. People, the drug thing people got so hooked on fentanyl and stuff. You notice that the treatment centers started really popping up after 2020 because you had so many people who got hooked on hardcore drugs. The suicide rate was highest that it had ever been. Divorce rate was highest that it had ever been. That wasn't great. I'm just saying. That wasn't great. So for me, I'm just like, whoever is about love and unity, because that's what we need. Not hatred, not division, not no craziness. Because whoever is the head, that energy is what's going to trickle down, So if the head is confusion and mayhem and chaos, then it's going to trickle down, because that's how that works, So I just want peace. I just want peace. Jesus, I just want peace. That's what I'm praying for. I just want peace. Whoever is going to bring peace, who's ever going to bring unity, who's ever going to help us get back so that our planet is going forward. I don't want to do nothing that's going to take us backward. You hear people talking about, oh, if he doesn't win, we're going to have a civil war. Why would you want to go backwards? I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go backwards. Why? did that. That's like going back to a bad relationship. Like you already know what happened the last time you was with that person, and it wasn't good. You went through some pain. It was horrible. It was sad. It was depressing. So why would you, if you got out of that relationship, why would you not be wanting to go forward? Why would you want to go back, especially if you could tell that person ain't changed? I'm just saying. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go backwards in my life. Period. I don't want to do. I don't want to do the circle. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I mean, that's just me. I don't want to go backwards. This is my favorite song, y'all. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, it's times like this. It's like a jazz thing. Times like these, be my Superman. Is it? You know what? I wonder if that's like the glow. People have been saying I've been glowing. Do it look like I'm glowing? Zane said he see my forehead shining. Is it? Am I glowing? Is there a glow on me? Maybe that's the love on the inside coming out. In times like this. They say that when your aura is good, it comes out. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the glow that you see is my inner shining through or something. I don't know. What's going on? 42 Vibe in the freaking building, baby. Pittsburgh is in the house. Step on in. What's going on, Zane? Yeah, yeah. Listen, y'all. Please leave your footprints in the sand. Hey, in times like this, glowing period. Don't play with me. For so very long. I am glowing. I must be. That's what's up. Okay. I ain't mad. And then we're with that. I know I've been on here a long time, y'all, and I've been just talking about nothing. And we have this skin. Thank you, Andrea. This is my favorite part of the song. Yeah, this part. Wait a minute. Oh no, let me go back. Okay, this part. This part. So this part. Listen, when I wrote this part of the song, my mom was about independent artists. This segment of the song is about is for independent artists, because for so long they have kept us down. The music industry, the entertainment industry, it has went overtime in trying to keep the independent artists down. When the independent artists started coming out, all of a sudden they stopped CDs because they knew that was a way that the independent artist was making money. They was out there selling their CDs, you know what I'm saying? Master P helped let us know that was a way that we could make money, and we was making money. And when they saw the independent artists starting to rise and starting to make money off their craft, all of a sudden, no more CDs, y'all. Now it's all digital. So now that was another way to help keep the independent artists down. You know, they don't want to pay the independent artists. They don't want the independent artists to rise, even though many of us is very talented, but they don't want to give us that. They don't want to play us on mainstream radio. They don't want to give us that love. We out here, you know, there are millions of independent artists. Millions of independent. When I say millions, they're Spotify and all of them, most of their releases is coming from independent artists. There's the known artists are a handful compared to the independent artists. And for so very long, we have been trying to be heard. We wanted our music to be heard. We wanted to be able to eat off our gifts the way that the mainstream artists have been able to eat off their gifts. But then again, a lot of them been cheated out. Now, even they coming out talking about how the entertainment industry has cheated them. I think MC Lights just came out and said something about she didn't make that much money off her music, and she's a mainstream artist. She mainstream. The industry has been robbing us for a long time. You know, at least when there were CDs and stuff, we were able to make our money. But I tell people anyway, I'm like, we need to get back to selling our music on the streets. We need to get back to, because most cars still have a CD player in them. If they don't have a CD player in them, then they got a USB. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get back to going on the street, selling our CDs, selling our USBs. They just want you to think that there's nowhere to play the CDs, so ain't nobody buying it. But I swear to goodness, most people got a car that was made, 2011, 2012, 2015, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and they still got CDs in them cars. And even if they don't got a CD in them cars, y'all, they still got USBs. Everybody got a computer. I be telling the artists, we got to take our control back. We got to do what we got to do to, make money off our art. So I've been going out in the street, selling mine on the street, selling my books, music. I do whatever I can do because that's the only way, because they're not supporting us. Even some of these publishers for books. I had to take my book down from the place that I had it at because they were cheating. I'm not going to say they was cheating because maybe they wasn't getting a good deal, but they sure wouldn't give me a good deal. How you going to tell me that it's going to cost me $20? I gotta charge $20 for my book, but I'm not going to get no royalties from it if you sell my book anywhere outside of your site. So if my book is listed on Barnes and Noble or something for $18, something like that, I'm not going to get any royalties because of the cost it costs to print it and because of the cost for having your book listed and expansion. Like, they've been cheating, even the authors. They've been cheating the authors. They've been cheating all of them. God bless you, Andrew. God bless you, Andrew. God bless you, boo. I can't say nothing because you came in here with love, so I can't even say nothing. God bless you. Yeah, so that's what that part of the song is about, and that's probably why I love that part, because I'm singing like, for so very long we've had our eye on the prize, For so very long, it's like we've had our eye on the prize. Sometimes we didn't think we'd make it through, but times like this remind us why we have this skin to share with you in times like this. So that was really what Times like these, yeah. Times like these, yeah. Kathy said, how you be live? I don't know.
Hey, what's up? It's
What you
Seth
mean by
Beats
that?
for limited time.
Hello, Rochelle. Thank you. Thank you. What's that? Is it? Is it? How you pronounce it? Is it Cicada? Cicada Institute. How do you? How do you? Is it? Is it? I'm guessing Cicada Institute. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna get a buffer here, y'all. I'm not gonna Kata. Oh, Kata like Kata. C-K the bug. Oh, cicada. 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 I got it. Okay. Cicada. Got you. Thank you, Cicada Institute. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for being on here with me and let me sing and play around with y'all and stuff. And y'all really helping me to y'all helping me, y'all helping me to get over my. Oh wow, is that how you feel? Okay, yeah, okay. So you saw my son. Let me do so back to Trump. So, you know, that whole child trafficking thing is just so horrible, you know. And now you start to wonder if when you always used to see the missing children and stuff on the cartons, remember they used to do all that kind of stuff? How long has this trafficking been going on? You make you wonder. It's just horrible. Um, so this one right here, Skate Rock and Roll, is one that my son that you saw on here, Skate Rock and he's on here with me. Actually, he is the one who mixed it. They like that. They do that extra stuff with your voice. I don't know. So he did some extra stuff to it, but he's really gifted. My son, it's so funny. I had never sang or anything before I was pregnant with him. When I got pregnant with him, for whatever reason, that was when I first sang for the first time in front of people. The singing stuff happened while he was in my womb. And it's so crazy because he came out and he used to love my music, and he's the one of my children who's very artistic. He sings, raps, all that kind of stuff. What up, Brian? He said, say what up, Brian. What up, Brian? Since the beginning of time, worse now than at any other time. Okay. So it's been always been. And it's sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. You know. I just gave you a shout out, B. What's up, Brian? um. So this one right here, this song is Skate Rock and Roll. This is my son is on here with me. It's a skating song, y'all. Peace and love to you. Thank you, B. This is a skating song. Mm-hmm. Hey, how you doing? I saw you. I was hypnotized by the way you run, the way you spin. He actually mixed it. He mixed it and everything for me. Bring it in. Wherever you wanna go, let's go to Chicago. That's my album, y'all. Sparkles did me dirty though. By Ohio. Here we go. The way you spin. Yeah, that's me and my baby, my son. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's my child that is actually creative. He's creative like me. So anyway, I know I've been up here a long time. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I appreciate y'all for supporting what I'm doing, for the support that you give me. Thank you for, you know, just helping me get through this. So don't forget, in 3 days, you should be able to get this from wherever you live. I think because Amazon has, I think they have it all over. Like I think it doesn't matter where you live. I think Amazon is everywhere. So this book, which is the book to the first movie, the movie that you see, This Can't Be Love. This is the book. But you know, you can't never get everything from a book into a movie. So there's much more in the book than there is in the movie because there's no way I could condense all of this into a 2-hour movie or an hour and a half movie or whatever. So the book is always more detailed. I went through a lot. It was just my therapy, you know. Only the childhood portion is real. And there's another book called Ladies Delight. The Love House. And the Love House deals with a domestic violence shelter in Atlanta. And then the last book is called Ladies Delight, and it deals with domestic violence in the music industry. You know, so but they're all connected, like the stories continue. Yeah. But anyway, so in 3 days, what's today? Today is the 11th, 12th, 13th. I'm thinking by Wednesday, it should be on Amazon by Wednesday. Either Tuesday or Wednesday, it should be up there. But everybody who's read my book said they couldn't put them down. I like, just like I love music, I love writing. You know, I love creativity. And my goal is to do a book tour. So, yeah. That's my goal. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. What's it about? I'm going to read to you what it's about. All right. So the main character, which is also in the movie, is Karen White. Karen White survives a childhood of molestation and abuse, only to grow up and marry a controlling and abusive police officer named Clyde King. She receives a sneak preview of what marriage to Clyde will be like when he beats and rapes her on their honeymoon night. Karen feels like all hope is lost and that she's forever doomed to a life of unhappiness and abuse until the day she discovers that she's pregnant. With faith in God and the loving support of her cousin Linda, Karen becomes determined to provide a better life for her unborn child. She escapes Clyde's torture and enters the Love House, a domestic violence shelter in Atlanta, Georgia. While in Atlanta, Karen starts a new life, forms bonding friendships with, and even finds true love with David Smith, the handsome doctor she works with at Grady Hospital. All is well until the day Clyde tracks her down, forcing Karen to make a decision that could change her life forever. So, this Can't Be Love is one woman's journey to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles to find the faith, strength, and courage she never knew she had. She had to find the superwoman within. So, and this is the song for that song. This is the song for that movie and for the book. This is the one that Mr. Hankey did. Superwoman. And if you know Mr. Hankey, living my best life, twerk you later, you know, all that. Good night. So this is the theme song for that movie, and for the book. And I just love creativity. I just love anything creative, y'all. I've been like that since I was a little girl. I am in my most natural environment when I'm creating. Let's go get that money. Let's go get that money. Let's go get that money. Like Adam and Eve. And this is a remake. The first one had two artists on it. But this is the Superwoman is the song for this. Same story. Got to go out and get that money. Got mouths to feed and bills to pay. Got to put that S on my chest today. Superwoman. I'm gonna find the every superwoman needs her Superman. Superwoman. Superwoman. Every superwoman needs her Superman. Hey, I gotta pick up the pace. No more time to waste. Gotta put on my cape. I performed this song all over, y'all, believe it or not. New York, Chicago, Miami, Ohio, Chicago, Miami, LA. So this is the movie, y'all. Superman, Superwoman, Superwoman. Every superwoman needs her super. So this is so this is what the movie looks like. The movie to this book right here is on YouTube, and if you go to it, this is the movie. This is the movie right here. Of course, like I said, there's no way that I would have been able to. So this is the trailer. Let me play the trailer real quick.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions. And I want you to be honest with me, okay?
Okay.
I want you to tell me about the abuse that you've been experiencing with your stepmother and father.
Stepmommy would beat me whenever I was bad. She would stab me with a knife.
I just want to know, what did I ever do to make you hate me so much? It has taken me a long time to get over the abuse. But by God's grace, I realize that I have to forgive you.
that was the first cover, right? But I ended up redoing the cover, and this is like the second edition or something. But yeah. So the book for the new one, I mean this one will be on Amazon on I guess by Wednesday probably. But you know, I could, like I said, I could never put the whole story. I couldn't put an almost 300-page book. I couldn't put it into an hour and a half movie. So the book is always more intense, more deep, more details. You know, but it's part of a 3-book series. So this is book 1 or part 1. But yeah, so you know, I've been in the entertainment industry for over 20 years now. You know, it's been a long time. Alrighty, well, peace and love to y'all. Good night to y'all. I hope that y'all have a great day. And tomorrow, Lord willing, I'll be 21 days. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. Thank y'all for helping me. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Peace and love to you. Until tomorrow. Have a good night. Oh, that's a rose. Just move the rose up.